Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soonered up. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Kansas State Wildcats taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own team. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever.
And it's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football
and they got him for the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He
gets away from one. He's got space. Off he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But This offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Play action field, got the big play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Goodwin. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick completion on the out. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And the big fella showing off the hands a little bit. He's a guy that you use him for blocking a lot, but showing the versatility there with the catch and the first down.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. A third and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Goodwin. They're trying to get to him. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And now on second down for this offense. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's right on target. Touchdown, Sooners! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? He's looking to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they can...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the toss. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Running back in the ball area. Loss of 1 throwing play. Brings up second down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He's got it. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They're bringing heat. He's got him this time. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the Wildcats get enough to move the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move to get room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to throw. It's Goodwin. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone, and he intercepts it, taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Coming after him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Hallelujah. Thank goodness this offense finally gets something together, something positive. It's been a day full of a lot of negatives, no points in the ball game. It makes the big play, the big passing play. Maybe this gives them a spark. Maybe this gives them a reason now to get some momentum and maybe score some points.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He's out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And how about this? Finally, a red zone opportunity in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden
Pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Complete.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 22.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Goodwin. Gets away from 1. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Raymond. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll toss it to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this